Hello there. Welcome to today's live stream. It's the weekend. He's the weekend. And being the weekend, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. There's going to be, hopefully, a couple of live streams to come. That's my plan, at least, within the next couple of hours. Over the next 12 hours, hopefully. Okay, I'm looking good on... I'm just setting up the live stream here, making sure I look good everywhere that I need to look good in. I'm looking okay in YouTube as usual. I'm looking okay in YouTube as usual. Yes, sir. I am looking decent in YouTube. There we go. Everything is working in YouTube. And the quality is available at 1440p. I am working at Twitch. Good. Everything is good in Twitch. Am I looking okay in Kick? I seem to be working fine in Kick as well. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. I think all the streaming platforms are working for me now. I think so. Not too sure yet. Anyway, given that all of that is going on, let's talk a little bit about what we're doing today, right? Today we are in the Piper Dakota. As promised, I'm gonna perform a few more flights with this absolutely amazing free aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So today we are in the Piper Dakota by Carenado. And we're gonna be taking a look at a place that I've always wanted to visit in real life and in the flight simulator, which is Ayers Rock, or Ayers Rock, however you say it. I have no idea how you actually say it. Is it Ayers Rock? I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and call it Uluru, which is if I'm not the native name for it, right? Yeah, it is the native name. Uluru, what is it? It is a large sandstone monolith right in the middle of Australia. All right? It is just a giant sandstone monolith, and it's just there in the middle of Australia. It looks very beautiful, very striking, especially against the flat terrain that it's perched on top of. So it's a very, very striking natural wonder to visit. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be flying out of Ayers Rock airstrip here, or in other words called Connellan in Australia. We're going to take out our little Piper for a spin. Going to have a little bit of fun just checking out the area. There are a bunch of mountains and dunes nearby that we're going to be checking out as well on today's flight. Those dunes are called, the name escapes me, give me a second, Kata Juta. Okay? I am pretty sure I'm butchering that name most likely, but they're called Kata Juta. And we're going to take a look at those mountains. And then we're going to take a look at Uluru. And then on our way back to land into Ayers Rock, we're going to take a look at Longitude 131 Lodge, which is modeled in Microsoft Flight Sim as well. So it's going to be a nice little flight, nothing too strenuous at all. Nothing too strenuous at all. And the best part about this flight is the terrain is so flat and so featureless that just at our parking here at Ayers Rock, or Connellan, from the airstrip, we're able to see both the major places we're visiting today. We can see Uluru clearly in the distance, and we can see, again, that name escapes me. What is it called again? Kata Juta in the distance as well. So we're able to view both of those in the distance. Really, really cool flight here. There we go. Let's get in, shall we? Welcome to today's live stream. If anybody is in here, don't feel shy chime in and say hello. If anybody's in here, don't you feel shy, chime in and say hello. Let me just set up the nav bar for you guys so you guys can tell what we're doing today. What are we doing today? We are doing something very, very interesting today. And that is Ayers Rock to Ayers Rock. So let me just put that in, shall I? Okay, Conlon Airport. Now we're landing into the very same airstrip today. We are landing into the very same airstrip today. There we go. There we go. Got that set up. Got that set up. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back to my. Let me just make sure we're doing all right here. Give me a second, will you? Ulara is the name of the place, I guess, that we are. I know the airstrip as the Conlon Airport or Ayers Rock Airport. That's correct. It's Conlon Airport or Ayers Rock. That's fine. That's all right. Perfect. I think we're all good here. I think we are all good here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, given that, and you guys can hear me well today as well. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made yesterday. Or the last stream. Actually, I was supposed to stream yesterday. I didn't do that. My apologies. Hopefully, I make up for it today with some lovely flying here for you guys. Let's take a quick look around the aircraft. But before we do, look at that in the distance. Like I said, we can see Kata Juta in the distance. We can see Uluru in the distance as well. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. First, our aircraft. The Piper Dakota by Carenado that we took a closer look at a couple of days ago. Very, very beautiful aircraft, available for free to 2024 users. Gorgeously modeled, looking lovely. Let's get rid of that, shall we? While we're doing this walk around, let's get rid of that stuff. Good. Oh, there's the wheel chocks came into. There we go. Let's get rid of that as well. Pitot cover tubes. Come on, can we get rid of this one fairly easily? Yes, we can. They fixed that mistake. That's great. Absolutely lovely aircraft. Look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful. It has quickly become one of my favorite GA aircraft. I really need to get my hands on the Piper Comanche, don't I? I've been talking about it for a while now. For a while. All right. Jumping back in. Or rather in for the first time. If we look at the distance, look at that. Oh God. Did I just smack my mic? Okay, it's okay. I don't think we have an issue. Do let me know if anybody's in here. If I smack the mic or something, but we're good. We're good. Okay. So if you look at the distance, look at that. That is Ayers Rock or Uluru in the distance right there. And if we look to this side, we can see our other destination or something we're checking out along the way, Kata Juta right there. And we're going to check out longitude 131 Lodge, which is somewhere between us and Ayers Rock. So it's going to be pretty fun. All right. Without further delay, I'm not going to wait for anybody to show up here. But if you do show up, say hello in the chat. Would always appreciate that. Given that, let's go ahead and get ourselves started up, shall we? Fuel selector to the left tank, please. How much fuel are we carrying today? We need to check that, don't we? Mixture. Let's check the altitude today. It's okay. We can go full rich. Throttle up there. Brilliant. Not too terrible. Batteries on, fuel pump on, anti-collision lights on, pitot heats on, please. Thank you very much. Avionics switch flicked to on as well. We've got the heading thing coming to life here. I believe that's a CDI, right? Yep, it is. Okay, anyway. Let's turn that on as well. And let's prime our engines. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's get ourselves started up. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's find out. Oh, sorry. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have started up right there. RPM there, manifold pressure there for the time being. Let's warm up the engines here. We can turn on our landing lights. Alternators can come on. What else? How far away is the runway? Yeah, we can wait to turn on our landing lights here, can we? Yeah, we can wait for a little bit. We can put down our flaps though. So flaps right there. How much fuel do we have? Plenty in both tanks to complete this little flight here. So fuel's not going to be an issue for today. All right, do we have this turned on? Okay, we do. All right. Toros cars, nice. Welcome, Toros cars. Welcome. How are you doing, Toros cars? Hope you're doing well. Yes, we have a fun little stream today. Very, very fun little stream. We're going to be checking out one of the most unique and beautiful landscapes on the face of the planet. How fun is that? Beautiful, right? Beautiful indeed. Look at that redness of that sand. Man, that's crazy. I need to visit this place sometime in real life, eh? It's beautiful. Anyway. So yeah, I just bought the Dakota. Bought the Dakota? Taurus cars, it's available for free in 2024. Do you mean in 2020 you bought it? Let's go ahead and initialize our GPS system here. So that's the only thing we need to wait for. Wait for the satellite signals to be acquired here by our Garmin system. Although we're not going to be using it today because, as you can see, it's a perfectly clear day with... We can literally see where we're going bright and clear. So we don't need to use it. But still, we'll wait to capture the GPS signal there. But yeah, the Dakota is free in 2024. You only need to purchase it if you're flying. Oh, 2020. Great. All right, great. How are you enjoying it? How much does it go for in 2020 and how are you enjoying it? Because this is an awesome plane, isn't it? It's a really fun plane. Let's go to 3,000 feet today. You know what? We'll keep it at 4,000 in case we need to engage the autopilot there. Our heading bug, we'll worry about that once we are on the runway. And that's it. Look at that. We are all set. Acquiring signal now. So once this is finished, we can get on out of here. We can get on out of here. Taurus cars, depending on how much you spend on it, depending on how much you spent on it, I would recommend that you get, if you're planning on getting any more GA aircrafts, I recommend you get the A2A Piper Comanche. Absolutely stunning GA aircraft for 2020, right? And it's incredible. It's probably the best, if not one of the best GA aircraft that you can probably buy, the Piper Comanche. So yeah, if you have any plans to buy some GA aircraft in the future, I would suggest you take a look at that. Anyhow, coming back in here, we've got our satellite signals. We're looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on out of here, shall we? Let us get on out of here. Okay, so releasing parking brake just like that. We're clear at the front, so we're just going to use that and turn around here and we'll get on out of here. Taurus cars, is it good? Okay, I put in my wish list. Yeah, the Piper Comanche, absolutely. And when you buy the aircraft, don't buy it from the marketplace. Buy it directly from the third-party vendor. I know it's easier to buy it from the marketplace, but always buy your stuff from the third-party vendor. It's better for you. It usually gives you more options. It's more customizable usually. And if there are any additional options that can't make it a marketplace, you'll have them. Usually support also tends to be probably better with the third-party vendor than buying it from a marketplace. But yes, add it to your wish list for sure. Have a good look at it. Look at some videos on it. It is absolutely brilliant. It's a one aircraft I can't wait to get my hands on. They haven't yet released it for 2024, but I want to get it for 2020 anyway. It's so good. So good. It's a one aircraft that makes me so excited about flying GA. Anyway. We've got a 6-knot wind, so let's see which direction we should take off from. Runway 13, which means we should taxi and go out here. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's give it a bit of throttle so we can taxi along a little quicker there. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. You're very welcome. You are very welcome, Taurus cars. All right. Let's head on out to our runway of choice here. We could taxi down the runway. We could just... Yeah, we can just taxi down the runway. What the hell? Yeah, we'll backtrack. We shall backtrack all the way. We'll turn on our landing lights as well. We'll turn it on right now. Not an issue. We need the fuel pumps on for takeoff, so we're going to leave them on there. And this aircraft is very, very beautiful to taxi to, by the way. Ground handling in Microsoft Flight Simulator is usually absolutely horrible. But with this aircraft, the ground handling is so beautiful. Like, genuinely enjoyable. Ground handling on Microsoft Flight Sim is usually absolutely a pain. Not in this one. Not in this one. Okay, so we're just backtracking right now. And then we shall take off from runway 13. Okay, very, very beautiful. Look at that. Since I don't have any backtracks here, I'm just gonna give you guys backtrack by myself. You know what I mean? All right, let's head where we're taxiing a little too quickly now, but just pump the brakes a little bit there. Pump the brakes a little bit there. That's okay. We're still on the runway, so it doesn't really matter. However, given that this aircraft takes off at like 70 knots. 40 knots is a little too high to be taxiing. Okay, let's bring that speed down and continue and turn back around. We really don't need all this runway. We've already crossed the distance that we need to take off. But, you know, as a matter of ceremony and procedure, we'll just go to the end of the runway. It's not even a procedure. I mean, you can take off if you want to, but, you know, for the sake of ceremony, we'll take it all the way till the end like this. And then we'll turn it around. There you go. The brakes aren't the strongest on this, but it feels very realistic and very, very nice. Okay. Let's pump the brakes right there. Let's see, do we have everything set up? That's there, that's done, that's done. All of that is looking good and on there. Flaps are set. Yeah, I think the heats are off. That is great. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Okay, let's get on out of here, shall we? Release brake, 50% throttle. Looking good on 50%. Let's go full. Bit of a crosswind there. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Okay, we need to take off there. All right. Yeah, that was it's a bit too much. Let's gain some speed here. Let's put the flaps up there. Okay, that is good. Right before I take over, I'm just gonna ask the autopilot just for a second to hold everything the way it is. Okay, just give me a second here. Let me go towards arming the altitude. VS, okay, that is great. Turn on yaw damper. And okay, I'm gonna give it to the autopilot just for a second, because unfortunately I took off with the wrong controller. Alright, okay, I'm back. Great, okay. So I can disconnect the autopilot now and take manual control for a bit, because this aircraft is really fun to fly, so doesn't make sense for me to... There we go, that's looking good. There we go. That is looking good. Our RPM is a little too high, if I'm not wrong. I need this thing out of the way to check. No, it's fine. It's fine. Our manifold pressure is fine too. Okay, so we're just turning around now, and we're gonna head towards look at that. Look at that beautiful scene, man. There's our airstrip we just took off from, and we're heading towards those very mountains that we are seeing right now. Okay, we'll fly parallel to the airstrip for the time being, and we'll get ourselves to those mountains in no time, and we'll check them out before we head on behind us to Uluru. Okay, so first, let's just continue hand flying this thing for the time being. It's really, really fun. Really, really fun. It is fun. I need to trim it out a little bit. That's okay. Where's the trim wheel? Where is the trim wheel on this thing if I wanted to locate it? I don't know where the trim wheel on this thing is, do I? However, I can just trim it using my controls here, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, bit of framiness there. I don't know what it is, I get random framiness these days in 2024. Doesn't even make any sense, but I just get random framiness. Like it's just out of the blue and then it goes. Doesn't even make any sense. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of framiness here, and I don't understand why that's happening. I really have no clue. Thought I had everything set and optimized, but as usual 2024 is throwing me a curveball. I mean, flight sims in general are like that, so you know, I can't really, there's no point in complaining really. No point in complaining really. Okay, I'm just gonna pull back on our throttle a little bit. Our altitude is getting a little too high, so I'm just gonna pull back there. There is Uluru off to our side there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a visit once we finish taking a look at the mountain ranges. Well, I wouldn't call them mountain ranges. The hills straight ahead of us. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. Yeah, frame rates are okay now. Kind of. Not exactly. It's weird. Very strange. There's nothing here that should be eating up our frame rates, but it is. Something is being framey here. I can't tell. There should be nothing here that should be eating up frames, but it is. I have no idea. I have no idea. One of the things I always forget to do is to open up my performance with the appropriate fan setting on the GPU. That's something I always forget to do, but that shouldn't affect this much. We'll see. My fans are quiet at the moment. It's not even working hard. Okay, let me give it off to the autopilot here. Give it off to the autopilot, ask it to hold altitude more or less. Going a little too fast for my liking. I'm just gonna cut the throttle out a little bit. Okay, let's go exactly this way. We're gonna get on heading mode at the moment. Let me just see if there's something funky going on here. Let's see if there's anything funky going on. We'll come off to the right side of the range so we can take a good look at it as we loop around. Okay, so we'll go this way. Makes sense. Yep. Okay, 4,000 feet. We're almost at 4,500. I need to descend a little bit, don't I? So let me arm that, go down. Oh god, not down here. Arm that VS. Oh, let's go down here. Let's do that. Cut the throttle out. And another thing is this thing overspeeds when you reach here. You're gonna, if you have everything set to realistic, the aircraft is gonna crash. So you're gonna be careful on that. Gotta be careful on that. Okay, there we go. Just to keep a reference on where the airstrip is, we're gonna do that. Let me just turn out a little bit more off to the right. I don't think. I think 4.5 is good enough, huh? Yeah, I'll leave it at 4.5. So let's leave it at No, not 4.5. Yeah, I think 4.5 is actually good enough. No, let me just hold altitude. Let's leave it at 4.4. We'll leave it at 4.4, and that's good enough. Look at how Uluru sticks out, man. What's your PC specs, brother? Nice graphics. Can you try this, Toroscars? Can you try type in exclamation spec or specs? Let's see if that works. That is a command I set in a long time ago. Can you type in exclamation specs in the chat by any chance? Do you think that works? Can you try that? I think I set that up a long time ago. I don't know if it still works. I don't know what's wrong. The graphics are nice and all, but today it's framey. Okay, and I think Microsoft Flight Sim has decided that it's just going to be like that today. I don't know what it is, but I can't figure it out because there's nothing here that should be causing any sort of framiness. I don't know. I really have no idea why it's being framey today. You know what, before we come to look at it, let me take a look at my settings. Shall I do that? Let me just take a look at my settings. Maybe, just maybe, something I can do here. I mean, okay. Maybe you can push it up to 30 there. But it's all, like, this is the same settings I fly with all the time, and I've never had issues even in New York. So today, all of a sudden, it has decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give you some issues. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's very strange. Look at that. Why is it so framey? God. Okay, that is terrible framiness. Must be something going on here that I don't know about. Let me... Okay, there is clearly something going on here that I don't know about. Because this is not right. This ain't right. It shouldn't be this framey. Doesn't make any sense. It's framey and then it's not framey. So... I don't know how that works. Let me try type it in for you. Does it work? It doesn't work, does it? Oh, it does. There we go. There you go, mate. It does work. The specs thing, you have it right there. You have it right there. Those are my specs. Oh, good Lord. Something isn't right. There you go. Those are my specs right there. Something isn't right today, ladies and gentlemen. Something isn't right today. Something isn't right today with the way how things are going. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. Okay. Whatever. Here we are. We have reached our kata. Again, that name is escaping me. Let me check out what it's called. Kata Juta. That's what we've reached right now. Let's take a good look around it using the heading knob. So let's turn in this way. Take a look at it. Sure. Sure. Yeah, you have to set it up on Stream Elements and or other chatbots, and you can set up all sorts of commands and stuff. I remember playing around with this. I'll set up a few more commands so you can interact a little bit more. I'll set up a few more commands very soon, but yeah. Okay, so let's circle around it one more time. Come on, 2024. Why are you being such a pain? Why are your frame rates so low today? It's perfectly fine at times, and then it goes down, and then it comes back up. It goes down, it comes back up. I really don't know. I really don't know. I can't wait to download some content locally. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, we're taking a good look here. Let's go outside, shall we? That is interesting, isn't it? That is an interesting outcrop. There's a drone camera. There is a drone camera look of it. We're flying the drone while flying the aircraft. The aircraft is right there, by the way. But yeah. Anyway. Let's okay, there must be something wrong here. Because I can see that the stream is stuttery. I can see that the stream is stuttery, but my simulator isn't as stuttery as the stream, so I don't know what's going on. There must be something going on with the settings or something of the sort. Something just ain't right. Something just ain't right. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I think I know what to do. I just need to reduce the bitrate on my stream, actually. It's not because the net is bad, but I need to reduce the bitrate on my stream. Okay, so we're gonna head towards Uluru now in just a second. We're gonna head towards Uluru now in just a second. Yep, nothing wrong with the net speed, but the streaming service might be having a bit of a difficulty there on YouTube. So I'm just going to reduce my bitrate after the stream. Obviously, I can't do it while I'm streaming. But yeah. We're alright. We're alright here, ladies and gentlemen. We're alright. We're alright. I'll close that up. Okay. Yeah, the stream is stuttery. Okay, we're heading on towards Uluru. Let's fine-tune that heading a little bit. Just like that. I hope you are able to view the stream fairly decently. Okay, now it's decent, yeah? It's decent now. Yeah, it's pretty decent now, so I don't know. Hope you're able to view it pretty decently, mate. But I'll continue fine-tuning my settings here. So I am streaming to multiple platforms. For the first time, I'm doing it on 3 different platforms, so maybe that has something to do with it, I'm not sure. But the combined bitrate is still fairly low, so I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look at that. We can open this up. We can open this up. Yeah, we can. We're about 100 knots, so we can open that up. That's fine. But look at that. I believe that's modeled there. The effect of opening the window, the hatch here, it's actually modeled. That's so cool. When we open it, you can see that the aircraft shakes around a little bit. Obviously, it disrupts the airflow. And when we close it up, look at that. That is so cool that that's modeled. Oh, for the love of God, why is it being stuttery again? I think I need to look at my driver settings, maybe. I think I need to update my driver. Something ain't right here. This is not just because of the 2024 simulator. I've been having this issue with X-Plane as well. So it's more of a driver issue or something. Yeah, it's definitely a driver issue. I think I just need to look at any updates that are available and restart my computer as well. We'll do that once the stream finishes. We're okay to continue for this stream though, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh. It's also one of those aircrafts that have a decent default view. Let's power up here so we reach Ayers Rock a little quicker, right? Okay. I'm still learning a little bit more about radio navigation. I know the basics, but I'm learning a little bit more. And hopefully once I'm ready for that, we can have some fun flying at night using only radio in GA aircrafts, and trust me, that is so much fun, right? That is so much fun. Okay, we got a bit of speed going on now. Should be able to reach Uluru in no time. Look at how well this thing is modeled. Goodness me, look at that. Look at the textures on this. Woo! That is some photo-realistic stuff right there. Look at that. Look at how well it's modeled. My God, that's crazy good, huh? That is some crazy good, absurd level of modeling there. That is crazy. Very, very cool. Absurd indeed. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Our course and our omni-bearing selector, the CDI. I think the CDI is here, right? I think the CDI is here, maybe? And the OBS is here? No, this is also the CDI, I don't know. Okay, there we go, we're almost there. We're almost there. There's also some other lodge along the way when we are flying back here. Oh, excuse that. That is my phone making a bit of noise. Hope you guys aren't able to hear that. I'll go mute that in a second. But for the time being, we're heading on towards Ayers Rock. Let's take a closer look at it very, very soon. I am back. All right. Okay, let's do it. All right. Okay. Let me take manual control here and fly in a little bit closer to our spot here. Just so we can take a better look, eh? Let's do that. Let us do that. Disconnecting autopilot. My aircraft. Pam 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 pam. Let's cut back on the throttle a little bit. I don't want any overspeeding because we will crash positively. And this aircraft is quite slippery too, huh? Its speed does not decrease very easily. Anyway, let's check out what is modeled in and around Uluru. Let's take a closer look at it. There's a road around it. There's a road to it as well, huh? And there's a bunch of roads there. Not modeled very well, but they're there nonetheless. There's a roundabout there. Some sort, I can see it. But yeah, oh god, what kind of framing? That's not good. I need to go sort out what's going on with my settings and my PC. Oh yeah, that is modeled really nicely. We'll take a good look at it. Look at that. That is modeled beautifully. I hate the hatch switch on this thing. It's beautiful. Look at it. Let's jump on inside and take a look. Oh, that is the shot that I want. That right there is the shot that I want. That is good. Are you allowed to climb this? No, right? I assume you're not allowed to climb it because it is considered sacred to the natives. So I don't think you're allowed to climb it. So yeah, I doubt you're supposed to I doubt you're allowed to climb it. In fact, if I'm not wrong, I read an article about somebody getting arrested for climbing this thing, didn't I? Didn't they? But nonetheless, it's a very beautiful, beautiful. It makes you wonder how something like this got here, huh? Makes you wonder about its origin. Anyway, just gonna complete a loop around it and then we'll head on back towards Ayers Rock. Oh, this hatch switch is so annoying. It keeps... It's so annoying, this hatch switch. I need to just save a view like this, huh? Yeah. You know what I'll do? I have an idea. I'll just use... Oh, this framiness is annoying me a lot. Oh, God. Yeah, this framiness is annoying me a lot, so... Yeah, it is so annoying. It's irritating. I need to sort it out. We sort out one issue, another one pops up. 2024 is flight sim in general is a constant battle of fixing issues, huh? Just never ends. You can't just say, okay, it's stable now, I can leave things the way they are, boom. They roll out an update and everything goes to crap again. Everything goes to... I believe that we're overdoing it at this point. To the point where we can't have a stable experience. That's not cool. But anyway, look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. Man, that's gorgeous. I hope we're not stalling. But look at how beautiful that is, man. Yep. I think it looks extra gorgeous during sunset. So that's something I should really try, huh? Flying here during sunset would be something that would be really, really cool. We can try that. That's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all. We can try that. We can just change the time and we can try that. We can try that. We'll take a look at it. Well, let's do it now. Give it off to the autopilot there. Let's try it now. Cut back on the throttle just a little bit. Let's change the time. We're flying live time at the moment, as usual. But let's put it more towards sunset. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Look at this. My aircraft. Gorgeous. Look at it during sunset. Oh my word. Oh, that is... Isn't that a beautiful scene right there? If that isn't beautiful, I don't know what is. If that isn't beautiful, I don't know what is. My goodness, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful. The sun is directly in our face there. Looking gorgeous. Probably if we take a look at the sun from the other side and see it over the Uluru, that is when it will be the best, I guess. But I don't like this. Why are the frames... Okay, whatever. I'll sort that out later. Enough complaining about that. Let's switch back to real time. I'm going to give it off to autopilot for a second here. Switch back to real time. And let's get on and head towards longitude 131 Lodge. We'll take a look at it before we come into land back at Ayers Rock. All right. Okay, so let's switch to heading mode and we'll put it there. Okay, this framiness is really getting to me. I need to sort this out. I don't know what's going on today. I haven't done anything different. I think I just need to restart my whole PC and it'll be okay. Okay, I think that's the lodge that we're trying to take a closer look at. Longitude 131. Yep, that's it right there. So let's turn a little bit in towards it. You know what? I'm just gonna take manual control here. Oh God, it's so framey. Whatever. Should have probably restarted my PC before doing this, because I have been flying simulator for a while now, checking out stuff, cutting throttle there. I don't want to overspeed. Just gonna go down there and check it out before. Yeah, so it's probably on me. Okay. There's that lodge which is modeled. I guess it's a famous stay over in this part of the world. I guess this is probably one of the places you would stay at if you're coming to visit Uluru. But yeah, it's right near our airstrip as well. It's called Longitude 131 Lodge. Yep, little TP tent slash cabana kind of thingy right there. It looks quite beautiful. Must be great in real life. It looks quite beautiful indeed. It's a little settlement ahead of us there, not sediment. Let's put up the throttle there as we make that turn. Taking a look at the lodge there, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, just turning in. There's a swimming pool. There's a deck. That's cool. Yep, but it's modeled. It's modeled. They should do a detailed update of this area. Where they add... Is there like a scenery pack available for this area? Because I'd like to take it. This place is so beautiful, I think it deserves even more detail. Okay, that settlement looks really well modeled there as well. We're not gonna check it out today, but that looks really cool, right? All right. You know what? As a matter of fact, since we have some bit of time, let's go ahead and check it out. Why not? Let's go ahead and check it out if the frames are kind to us. Still having a bit of fun here. Okay. Imagine living out here. That is a little remote to put it rather lightly, as an understatement. That is a remote place to be living in. There's a pool there, so that's cool. Although I wonder how long pool water lasts in this heat. Evaporation must be crazy out here in this part of the world. Okay. That's enough of scaring the inhabitants. Let's turn on out of here and head towards our airstrip, shall we? What altitude are we at? We've got 2,000 something feet on our side. That's enough. Straight ahead of us is Ayers Rock Connellan Airport. So we're just gonna go in and land there. I can see the start of the runway, so I'll go this way. But before I do anything else, let me give it off to autopilot for a second. Let's get our sky dolly started up so we have landing replay available to us. And let's go ahead and put this thing down, shall we? Autopilot disconnect. I like that the autopilot just holds your roll and pitch immediately. That's really cool. Oh, come on. Don't give me frames as I'm coming into land. I mean, don't take away frames is what I should really say, but anyway. Okay, we are going to be landing into a tailwind here. Yeah, we're going to be landing into a tailwind, but that's okay. Let's see how we do. And let's see how we do. Okay, we got poppy lights at least. So we're going to follow the poppy lights and that should be just fine. Should be just fine. It looks beautiful. Set against the red of this landscape. It looks really cool. The contrast is really cool. That's definitely a unique airstrip there. I should probably look for a scenery package for this. Okay, anyway. Turning in, cutting throttle, pulling up RPM. There we go. Put down our flaps here. Put down our gear here. Pull the mixture straight up there. Cut the throttle fully. Oh yeah, the gear doesn't even go up. Press my gear button for no reason. But anyway, here we go. Let's find out how this landing goes. Shouldn't be too hard. We are bleeding off speed. This aircraft usually tends to have an issue bleeding off speed, but it seems like they've fixed it. It seems like they have fixed it. Yep, they must have, because yeah, in my review video for this thing, I was having a rough time. And we have a tailwind too, so let's find out. Got a very long runway here, so I'm just gonna float this in nice and gentle and easy. We're gonna take our time. Got a bit of a crosswind there, a little strong for an aircraft of this size, but about 8 knots, not too bad though. Okay, yeah, maybe a little bad. Okay, there we go. There you go. Just brake there. And we are down. We're down. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to where we took off from. Okay, let's turn our aircraft in. Landing lights can come off. Fuel pumps can come off now. We don't really need them. Yeah, we really don't need them. Mixture can remain, propeller can remain, pitot heats, anti-collision lights, that's all fine. Let's get ourselves into a parking or something like that before we take a look at our landing replay here today. Just gonna open up the throttle just a little bit so we zoom along here. Oh, flaps up, yeah? Yeah, let's do the flaps up. Flap, leave it down, there we go. There we go. Good. Good. I will go this way. There it is. We just came from there. Gorgeous. All right. Let's wrap this up here. Find ourselves a parking really quickly, and then let's go take a look at our landing replay. And I'm gonna go ahead and fix whatever framey issues we're having. Let's turn this way, shall we? Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna go for this parking here. Just gonna go for this parking here. There we go. That's enough. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replay. Shall we do that? Let's see how we managed to tackle that landing right there. Going towards Carenado. My trusty companion for replays, Sky Dolly. I know a lot of people don't like it, and yeah, it has its shortfalls and stuff. It doesn't capture all the controls and lights and all of that accurately for most aircraft, but it's better than the inbuilt FCR. So yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at that landing. And it's still framey here. Oh god. Those are some terrible frames going on there. The stream is actually framier than the simulator, so that's even weirder, but anyway. A little bit of float there. But we down. Nice and easy. Let's take a look at this view. Always nice to take a look at this view. Let's check that out. Alrighty. Alrighty. Nice and easy. Okay. Cool. Shall we Shall we take a look at another view here maybe? We can take a look at another view. I mean, yeah, they're almost all the same, right? Let's go inside. Perhaps we can take a look at this view. Perhaps from the cabin. Yeah, let's take a look at what the passengers saw as we came into land. That'll be a good view. Yep, we can end it here, right? So we'll take a look at this view, then we'll go and shut down our aircraft, and then we'll end it there. Let's play that. Coming up on an hour here, so nice and short stream today. A little bit of a floater. Nice, gentle. Very. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and fast forward that till the parking, and then we shall shut down our aircraft now. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if we can see Ayers Rock as we turn in here. Yeah, we can. There it is. There it is. Looking gorgeous. Okay. Fast forward through our little taxi there. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, let's kill the alternators, let's kill the engine, kill the propeller, kill that. Fuel pump all of that off, pitot heat off, that is done. Fuel selector set to off there. All of that off, that should come off. And avionics master switch off. Does this thing have a cowl flap? It doesn't have a cowl flap, does it? No cowl flaps. Okay, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. Nonetheless. Frames are okay now. Nonetheless, let's turn off that battery right there, and ta-da! Hope you guys enjoyed that flight, because I most certainly did. Gotta say, that was really fun. That was a really, really fun flight. I hope you guys really enjoyed that as much as I did. So yeah, I shall catch you guys in the next one. Catch you guys in the next stream. Thank you very much to Toros Cars for tuning in the chats, for chiming in. Anybody else who was watching, thank you very much for tuning into the stream here. I hope to catch you guys soon, and yeah, it won't be framey when I come back for the next stream for sure. I'll fix whatever is going on here. Gotta figure it out, but I'll fix whatever is going on here. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.